Hello and welcome to your weather update for April 10th, 2022. Let's get into things. This is for the St. Louis and Columbia areas. So let's get started here. Here's the 7-day outlook for the St. Louis area. You can see an 80% chance of rain today with a high of 77 and a low of 56. It's going to be mostly sunny during the day with wind gusts up to 35 miles per hour, but those thunderstorms are going to be moving in around and after midnight tonight with scattered severe thunderstorms being a possibility. As we head into Monday, 90% chance of storms, showers and storms possible throughout the entirety of the day with one round before 4 p.m. and one round after. Storms could last until 4 a.m. after that with that high of 62, low of 47 since we just had that cold front move through. Isolated severe thunderstorms are possible and an isolated flooding incident is possible as well. So stronger storms possible Sunday night and Monday. As we do have those thunderstorms move through, that cold front move through. Tuesday, high 75, low 63. We have the atmosphere kind of recharging here, so it's going to be warming up a bit. 2 rounds of storms are possible before and after 7 a.m., with storms out by 4 p.m., but a 20% chance of rain. We're not expecting anything particularly widespread, but some isolated severe storms are going to be possible heading into Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, this is the big day. Storms are going to be expected throughout the entirety of the day, primarily after 1 p.m., with storms ending around 1 a.m. We are expecting numerous severe thunderstorms to occur across the area on Wednesday, and some of these could be particularly strong. That means 80-plus mile-an-hour winds, 2-inch-plus hail, and some stronger tornadoes. This could be the most major widespread severe weather episode we've had in quite a long time, so it is imperative that you are weather aware on Wednesday. We're going to be breaking down the details of this relatively soon. So let's head into Thursday now. This is the day after the big day. High 61, low 42 after the big cold front moves through. It's going to be pretty sunny, no chance of rain, so enjoy the calm day, and then as we head into Friday and Saturday, a couple of showers and thunderstorms are going to be a possibility. High of 63, low of 44 Friday, high of 62, low of 46 Saturday, as we begin to slowly warm things back up after this major frontal passage. Let's head into Columbia's weather. You can see high 79 today with mostly sunny skies during the day, wind gusts up to 35 miles per hour, so it's going to be a nice, breezy, warm day. And then we're going to be having storms moving in mainly after midnight, 70% chance of those storms occurring. A few severe thunderstorms are a possibility. Then as we head into Monday, scattered thunderstorms are going to be possible throughout the day until after 4 p.m. 60% chance of those storms, high of 62, low 46 as that cold front pushes on through with an isolated shower being possible overnight. We're not really expecting the possibility of anything severe on Monday in Columbia, so that's good news there. Then on Tuesday, we're going to have isolated thunderstorms possible before 1 p.m. with a chance returning after 1 a.m. Heading into Wednesday, scattered severe thunderstorms are possible on Tuesday, so a higher severe threat on Tuesday for Columbia than for St. Louis. But as we head into Wednesday, showers and storms still going to be likely, high 72, low of 38 as we have that massive cold front pushing through. Scattered severe thunderstorms are going to be possible. Some could be particularly strong. And again, this could be a major, widespread, severe weather episode, so please make sure that you're preparing and you have ways to get weather alerts on Wednesday, as this could be a pretty big day. Then, heading into Thursday, high 58, low 39, things cooling off as that cold front has pushed through. It's going to be sunny. Make sure that you're enjoying the day. It's going to be peaceful, but it is going to be a little chilly. Still going to be a nice day. And then Friday and Saturday, showers possible as we slowly begin to warm back up with highs in the low 60s and lows in the low 40s. Well, before we break down the severe threat, I think it's important to go over the severe thunderstorm risk scale that we use here. This is from the Storm Prediction Center in Norman, Oklahoma. You have your thunderstorm threat. That means no severe storms are expected. And then you have your levels 1 through 5 of severe weather threats going from marginal to high. So your marginal risk, that's a level 1. That means isolated severe storms are possible. They're going to be pretty limited in coverage and duration. They're not going to be very strong. Then in the slight risk, you have scattered severe storms possible. These are short-lived, not particularly widespread, but they could be more intense. Then as we head into the enhanced risk, you have numerous severe thunderstorms being possible, with them being more persistent and widespread. Then as you head into the moderate risk, we have widespread severe storms likely. These are long-lived, widespread, and intense. And then in a high risk, that's a very rare risk category, but it does come out about once or twice a year. That means widespread severe storms are expected. They're going to be long-lived, very widespread, particularly intense. So let's take a look at what risks we currently have in place. So heading into today, we have a slight risk. That's the yellow area heading from just west of St. Louis, basically riding down the I-44 corridor and places there out, I would say, about a 50 to 100 mile radius from the I-44 corridor. That's where you have that slight risk in place until you get to about the St. Charles, St. Louis County line. With that being said, we are taking a look at primary hazards being large hail in excess of 1 inch, wind gusts in excess of 60 miles per hour, maybe a brief tornado. And you can see that marginal risk surrounding that. That's a level 1 out of 5, where isolated severe storms are possible. Breaking that down a bit more, here's what the Weather Service has to say. The greatest chance for severe thunderstorms will be between 9 p.m. and 3 a.m., with large hail in excess of 1 inch, wind gusts in excess of 60 miles per hour, and a brief tornado all being possible. They do say that despite the level 1 or level 2 severe threat, it's not overly high on the scale. You should still be weather aware, as it doesn't really matter what the level is on the scale if that severe storm is right on your doorstep. So make sure your phones are charged, you have your weather radios in hand, make sure you're monitoring local news, social media. You can also go to weather.gov/LSX for more information. And again, the summary: thunderstorms expected to develop over central and southwest Missouri along a cold front this evening. The storms will move across the area into east central Missouri and southwest Illinois tonight, with some storms being severe. And again, 1 inch hail, 60 mile per hour winds, perhaps a brief tornado, all being a possibility. Breaking this down even further, these are the key messages that they have. Strong to severe storms expected to develop over east and central Missouri during the evening hours. And again, the primary threat being large hail from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. with confidence increasing pretty quickly that this is going to occur. We're going to be having those storms again firing along a line with time. Heading into Monday, you can see that slight risk there well south of St. Louis, Cape Girardeau, Poplar Bluff, areas like that within the slight risk. The marginal risk including places like Chester, St. Mary, DeSoto, places like that, generally speaking. Rolla, Houston, Springfield, all within that marginal risk. Columbia, within a general thunderstorm risk, not expected to get anything severe. And St. Louis, right on the edge of that marginal risk. Again, that's why I mentioned the possibility of an isolated severe storm. In terms of flooding on Monday, you can see there as well that St. Louis, just along that marginal risk. That means isolated flooding incidents is possible. But again, Chester, Cape Girardeau, Poplar Bluff, Houston, places like that, all within a risk for some flash flooding. Columbia, again, not really within that risk. Heading into Tuesday, this is a pretty big severe weather day that we're going to have. This is the day before the day for us in St. Louis, but you can see this is going to be the day for places like Kansas City. Kansas City in a level 3 out of 5, meaning numerous severe storms possible. If you know anyone within that orange area, you should probably give them a call. Tell them they need to be more weather aware on Tuesday, as things could get pretty major over there, pretty nasty, pretty fast. And again, Storm Prediction Center already highlighting within that orange area the possibility of some pretty intense storms. So we're definitely going to want to be monitoring that very closely as we head towards Columbia, level 2 out of 5, slight risk for severe thunderstorms currently in place there. So that means that we do have the scattered possibility of some stronger storms, all hazards possible, strong winds, large hail, tornadoes. And then as we head into St. Louis, a marginal risk in place there. That's a level 1 out of 5. So again, very small chance, but a chance of all hazards at strong winds, large hail, tornadoes. So we're not out of the woods on Tuesday, but the possibilities are relatively low in St. Louis. They get a bit higher in Columbia. Definitely want to be staying weather aware. And then in Kansas City, if you know anyone in Kansas City, St. Joseph, that general area, heading down in through Kansas, places like Wichita, into Oklahoma City, Tulsa, you definitely want to be contacting them, letting them know they need to be weather aware on Tuesday. So let's break this down a bit. This is what the Weather Service in St. Louis is saying. Severe thunderstorms are going to be possible through midweek. The most likely times for severe storms are during the day on Monday and again on Tuesday night into Wednesday. The forecast remains somewhat uncertain in some respects, and each round of storms is dependent on how the previous round changes the environment. So changes in refinement to timing and threats is likely to occur, but you can see there both are Monday and Tuesday severe thunderstorm threats as we do head into the midweek. Let's head into Wednesday. This is the big day. You can see there the highlighted orange area with the red outline. That is where your level 3 out of 5 severe risk is. That's an enhanced risk. That's where numerous severe storms are possible. St. Louis, Cape Girardeau, Chester, Poplar Bluff, Houston, Rolla, all within that. Places like Troy, basically within that. Warrington, Wentzville, St. Peters, O'Fallon, DeSoto, areas like that, all within that level 3 out of 5. And then places like Columbia, Jefferson City in that level 2 out of 5, that slight risk here as we do head into Wednesday. But dangerous weather, definitely a possibility. And I wouldn't be shocked to see us in a level 4 out of 5 here at some point within the area by the time the severe weather event does end up taking place. So here's how the Weather Service breaks it down. Wednesday's storms are likely the strongest and most widespread of the week, with the afternoon and evening being the most likely time for the strongest of the storms, with all hazards being possible. That's strong winds, large hail, and tornadoes, and those could be particularly intense. We're talking about some pretty strong storms. That's 80-plus mile-an-hour winds. We could see hail in excess of 2 inches in diameter in a worst-case scenario, and we could even see some tornadoes that are pretty strong, your larger, more violent, strong tornadoes. So definitely going to be a day where we need to be weather aware. We need to be watching closely. You can see the forecast remains uncertain. Changes in refinements, timing, and threats are likely. So now that we've gone over that, let's go over the overall summary for the 3-day severe weather episode that we're expected to get. So this is what they're saying. Confidence in multiple rounds of severe thunderstorms is increasing, and it's increasing quickly. Model consensus is getting rapidly better about when these storms are arriving and how strong they're going to be. So level 1 risk on Monday, level 2 risk on Tuesday, level 3 risk on Wednesday. That's basically the way to see it in the progression of things, no matter where you end up being. Monday is the lowest risk, Wednesday is the highest risk. The most likely periods for severe weather during the day, Monday across parts of southeast Missouri and southwest Illinois, and again late Tuesday night through Wednesday evening. Those are the 2 major times for severe weather, with Wednesday's storms being the strongest and most widespread of the 3-day period. At least that's the current expectation. All right, let's take a look at the severe weather hazards. We're going to be going over severe weather preparation and how you can stay weather aware for the remainder of the video. So let's go over the different hazards these severe storms can bring. So tornadoes, that's the biggest hazard. That's the one that everyone talks about. If you do see one, or if you're in a tornado warning, you need to be taking shelter immediately in a sturdy structure. Large hail, you want to move indoors and away from windows. Those things can break windows, but again, that can be very dangerous. You don't want to be outdoors during hail. With lightning, you want to move indoors. You don't need to really take as many preparations in terms of windows, but again, you want to move indoors. And then again, if you have strong winds, move indoors away from windows. So if those windows do shatter due to flying debris, you will be safe. And then finally, in flooding, you want to avoid rising creeks, water-covered roads. You want to be moving to higher ground if in a flash flood warning. Those kinds of things, generally speaking. So, what does weather ready look like exactly? Well, before a tornado, you want to be locating your safe place. That's the biggest thing you need to be doing because you want to be making sure that you're practicing those safe practices when severe weather does arrive. So make sure that you're locating your safe place. If you don't know where it is, here are some sheltering guidelines. So you want to seek the best available refuge area immediately if you're in a tornado warning or anything like that. And your chance of surviving a tornado very high if you follow the guidelines. So here's where you should be. You want to be above or below ground in a tornado storm shelter that is NSSA and ICC 500 compliant, which basically means that federal regulators have said that it is a safe shelter. You want to be in a FEMA safe room. That's also a good place to be. That's your best option. If you don't have that, the next options are an interior room of a well-constructed home or building, preferably a basement. But if you don't have a basement, then moving up to that first level and moving into that interior room, preferably a bathroom or closet, that's a pretty good place to be. When it comes to bad options, you don't want to be in a larger open room like a gymnasium or manufactured housing. That's just not a place to be. Those large and open rooms, that's where flying debris can be. You're not sheltered. There are a lot of things that can be very dangerous, so you really don't want to be in a large open room. And then the worst options, those are mobile homes, vehicles, or underneath a highway or overpass. Mobile homes and vehicles, those can get tossed like toys in tornadoes. They're death traps. There's tons of debris that can also fly around there. And if you're underneath a highway or overpass, that actually accelerates the wind speeds that are going through. So not a good idea under any circumstances to go under the worst or bad options. You want to be in the good or best options if you want to be safe during a tornado. When it comes to the safe place, again, they can be extremely dangerous, so you want to make sure that you're in that storm shelter if you receive a tornado warning. So please, I implore you, pause the video, locate that safe place right now, then come back and finish it out. All right, with that being said, let's look at what a tornado watch and a tornado warning is. So, tornado watch is issued when a tornado is possible, so that means that the conditions are favorable, but it does not mean that a tornado is going to occur. Then, when it comes to a tornado warning, you can see that a tornado warning is issued when a tornado is imminent. So that means that a tornado is happening or is about to happen. That's when you want to seek shelter. So if you're in a tornado watch, you want to be prepared to take action, be weather aware, make sure that you have a way to get alerts. If you're in a tornado warning, you want to take action, as again, a tornado is likely imminent. Severe weather can escalate quickly, so you want to make sure that you set up a way to get weather or warnings at any time of day, so that way when you are alerted to a tornado, you can quickly get to that storm shelter. If an underground shelter isn't available, you want to get into an interior hall away from windows. Knowing where to go in your house is extremely important. If you want to locate that safe place, you probably already have, but if you haven't, again, top floor, not a good place to be. Outer rooms, above ground, not a good idea. You want to be in an interior room at the lowest level of the building or in the basement. Either one of those works. You don't want to be outside, you don't want to be on the top floor, you don't want to be on the outside of the house. If you're on the road, you want to get off the road and you want to drive to a designated shelter, basement, or safe room, or you just need to get to a sturdy building. Any sturdy building building. That can be a gas station, that can be anything like that. Just make sure that you get to a place that has a designated good tornado shelter. What you don't want to do is seek refuge in your vehicle, outside, or under an overpass. This is very dangerous. It's not safe. So do not seek shelter under an overpass, tree, or in your vehicle. That is a death trap. After the storm, assuming that you are okay, make sure you're attending to yourself first. Make sure that the forecast shows the threat has ended, and then you want to contact your loved ones, listen to local officials, and you want to make sure that you're watching for debris or downed power lines if you are directly impacted. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. I do hope that you did enjoy this video. And with that being said, I'll have another update coming out tomorrow morning regarding the severe threat.